Discipline is everything. Listen, when I was around 15, I started my first YouTube channel. And like everybody who's had like a little YouTube phase, I treated it pretty light, right? Or at least I acted like I did. Everybody has been in their little area. Maybe you wanted to be an influencer at some point, or you wanted to put your own content out there because everybody wants to be seen and heard. It's a natural human urge, right? Everybody wants to be seen or heard. Almost everything we do is for some sort of recognition, right? So I want to put myself out there. And man, I would put a lot of effort into these videos. They would happen in small bursts, these bursts of motivation. I would go really hard at this video. I was inconsistent with the topics, I was inconsistent with the timing, but I would go hard, man. I would put in like 3 hours straight, 3-4 hours straight on just editing alone some days. But like an explosion, it would vanish in the moment. A big boom. And then it would vanish with the smoke. Always, consistently. I would work hard for like a week straight. Maybe 2 weeks if I'm lucky. And that passion, that motivation, it would die. If only I had discipline. If only I had the discipline to see the seeds that I planted into fruition. To see what could have become of my effort, of my ideas, of my plans. I know it's not just me. I don't even know if anybody's watching this right now, but if there was, I know there's people out there just like me. People just like me that we get motivated, we try, and then we go hard at it for a moment, and our discipline dies out. Discipline is your answer to almost everything. I know this is primarily going to be a workout channel, and this applies to that, but I need to give this topic what it's worth. It is so much more than just something for working out. Discipline applies to your entire life. It applies to you working out, right? Maybe your sexual discipline, your temptations with lust, your work discipline, your ability to see your ideas to fruition, to see them through, and do the hard work, especially when you're down, when you're knocked out, when your motivation is down here, and your duties are up here, but you still have the discipline to get that shit done. It's hard, I know, and like, it kind of pisses me off because my entire generation didn't really take this as an important note. Or rather, we didn't have a proper figure to look up to for these traits. A lot of us didn't have fathers, right? Me, myself, I didn't have a father, right? I didn't, and nobody was there to teach me discipline. Yes, my mom is absolutely amazing, and she does go hard on that. But nobody was there to really push it into me, to inspire it into me. And that flame of motivation was always there, but that discipline to see those ideas through to fruition, that's something I had to take in my own hands. And I have 5 things for you today that might help you on your journey. So hopefully you don't step into the same holes that I did. The first one is use the sunk cost fallacy to your advantage. If you don't know what the sunk cost fallacy is, it's a psychological term that we like to use in social psychology. That is when you put too much effort into something, or put a certain amount of effort into something, you will usually see that through because of how much you've put into it. This is a concept that you can use to your advantage. For example, a sunk cost fallacy might happen when you go to the movie theater and you buy a movie ticket and you're sitting there for the first 5 minutes of the movie. You're like, I'm psyched, let's go, let's watch this movie. and then like something shows up. It's like I don't know, like a nasty ass scene where like, I don't know. Let's say you're homophobic and there's like people kissing, two men kissing. That pisses you off. I don't know how that would happen, but let's just say, and you're like, damn, I really wanted to watch this movie, but there's two men kissing, man. I'm so pissed. Like, right, you're mad, okay? So you don't want to see this full movie, but you paid the $20. Well, I mean, I guess I paid the $20, so I might as well see it through, see if it gets better. And then maybe, I don't know, the homophobia washes away, something like that. I don't know. But the point is, that's what the sunk cost fallacy is. You can use that to your advantage. Let's say in nutrition, right? Everybody knows that you can't out-train a bad diet. That's a saying that goes around. I believe it to be very true. Let's say that you've been putting a lot of work, working out 3 to 4 or 5 days a week, 4 to 5 days a week, going about an hour each session. You're eating clean, eating chicken, rice, lean beef, lean turkey, lean meat, low fat, not a lot of carbs, high in protein. You're putting a lot of effort. Let's say you're in a calorie surplus or something like that. And then you see a donut. You're offered a donut at work. It happens all the time. You're like, hey, today is donut day, National Donut Day, man. Go get you a donut. I brought these donuts for everybody. Go ahead, don't be shy. They're chocolate frosted. They're your favorite. Now you're going to look at that. You're going to be like, damn. Most people will be like, damn, it's okay. It's just one donut. I've been working so hard. Don't do what I would do, because that's what I would have done. Instead, if you're using the sunk cost fallacy to your advantage, man, I've put in so much work in the past. Why would I go and throw that out for some short-term gratification? Think about that. This is just some short-term gratification. It's not going to help me in the long run. It's going to make me feel good for a moment, yes. It'll feel great for a moment. But it's going to fade. Like an explosion. The smoke fades away. So keep the sunk cost fallacy in mind. I put so much work into the shit I'm doing. I might as well take advantage of it. No, I'm not going to have that donut. Because if you think about it, yes, the donut is fun. It's gratifying in the moment. But think about this. Let's say there's 2 days, right? Day A and day B. Let's say in day A, you accomplished everything you wanted to. You talked to the girl at school that you wanted to. You studied for your exams. Yes, in the moment, that's like hard, right? But it pays off in the long run, okay? Let's say that you put in all the work for your homework. You did all your homework. You did all your chores, okay? You did the hard work, right? Now let's say there's day B. You stayed at home. You ate junk food. You did all these habits, right? There's people downstairs. But you did all these short-term gratifying habits, right? You drunk with your friends, you partied. Which do you feel better in? After each day, you get to reflect. After which day do you feel better? Day A or day B? I'd argue most people feel better after day A. Because you feel like you accomplished a lot. You did these long-term gratifying goals. You did this hard work that's going to pay off in the future. Which is a lot better than day B. Whereas this short-term, you're going to feel like shit at the end. Hell, even after, doing there's a whole thing going around, post-nut clarity. That's a thing. You feel bad after you do it. Like, there's even memes about it. It's like when that post-nut clarity hits. Wow, like, everybody knows. These short-term gratifying habits, they don't feel good in the long run. So use that sunk cost fallacy to your advantage. Okay? The next one I have for you. Stop doing streaks. Stop counting. If you're trying to overcome something, an addiction, or you're trying to start a new habit, stop doing streaks. Why are you counting? Why are you counting? You're counting how many times I've gone without smoking, let's say, right? This is all part of discipline. Let's say I've just been smoking so much, I need to stop smoking. And you start counting the days you're not smoking. 4 days without smoking. Good shit. 10 days without smoking. Yeah. I'm smoking less and less. I'm smoking less and less. Day 50 without smoking. And then you relapse. And then you give up. Shit, man, I went so long and then I gave up. Dude, why are you counting? Here's the thing. If you treat yourself, self-affirmations are the biggest thing. Okay? If you treat yourself like a recovering nicotine addict, you are going to act like a recovering nicotine addict. You're gonna relapse. That self-cognition of how you perceive yourself affects your actions so severely, and you have no idea. Think about that. Do you think that the coolest guy at school thinks he's fucking lame? No, he doesn't. He's just like, yeah, I'm pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. I be talking to people. I make friends with this person. I'm getting good grades. He doesn't think badly about himself. It lies in his identity. The best sports people, they don't think they're the worst. Yes, they have a little humility sometimes, but they know they have to be consistent. They have to be disciplined. It's in their identity. So no, you don't need to be the recovering nicotine addict. You need to be the person that's pursuing your goals. You need to be the best actualized person of yourself. When you think about that, nicotine isn't even in the picture, man. It's not even in there. You don't even think about it. It passes. When it's not part of your identity, you think about it less and less. Let's do another exercise. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a word, okay? Red. Okay, red. Okay, yellow. Okay, let's do blue. Okay, don't think about blue. Got it? Do not think about blue. Stop thinking about blue. Stop it. Stop thinking about it. You're still thinking about it. What? Stop thinking about blue. I'm telling you, don't think about blue. I am telling you right now, if your 3 grandparents are alive, 3 great-great-great-grandparents, okay? They will die right now if you think about blue. Your great-great-great-great-grandparents. Don't think about it. Don't think about blue. The hell? You're thinking about blue. I told you so many times not to think about blue. I told you your great-great-great-great-grandparents would die if you think about blue. What did you do? You thought about blue. Why are you thinking about blue? And notice you didn't even think about red after I said it the first time. So, it's the same thing with recovering from an addiction. Stop thinking about yourself as a recovering addict and more as the person, the actualized person you want to be. Got that? All right. Now, step 3. Make it a habit. What do you think is easier to do? When you get up and brush your teeth, God, I hope you brush your teeth. Because, man, you gotta have proper hygiene, okay? Let's say when you get up to brush your teeth, you do that. You do it in the morning, right? You do it at night. Let's say randomly I just told you, like, hey, tomorrow you're gonna do it at 4 p.m. and then you're gonna do it at 6 p.m. And then the next day I was like, okay, now brush your teeth at 8 a.m. and again at 8 p.m. Okay. And then brush your teeth 4 p.m. and 4 a.m. the next day. Wouldn't that fuck you up? Wouldn't that mess you up? Probably because your toothbrushing is a habit. When something is a habit, it becomes easy. It becomes repeatable. We are creatures of habit. We do the things that we do. We are the things that we do. I think Aristotle said that somewhere. There's a quote. We are the product of our action, or something like that. That is very true. So if you make whatever you're trying to pursue a habit, for example, working out, that's a big one. That's a big one for this channel. If you make that a habit, let's say after work at each day, you just go straight to the gym. You don't even know the route from work to home. You only know the route from work to gym to home. That's a good sign. Because you're making it a habit. You're making that habit a part of you. And that's important. Okay, that'll help your discipline a lot. Then, finally, change your identity. Actually, I already did that one, so you're safe. I think the final one, change your identity, was just like, it's part of the stop doing streaks. You want to be the actualized person. I just have like a little sheet here. I'm reading it off of the things I want to say, right? But yeah, my final one. Have patience with yourself, man. You're a human, like anybody else. Listen, like if you're trying to get out of a rut of sexual discipline, and you're doing this so much, 3 times a day, and you're recovering, man. It's not realistic to just go from 3 times a day to not at all. If you have an addiction, like an actual addiction, a prawn addiction, you're not gonna recover immediately the next day, man. You're gonna relapse a couple times. It's part of the process. It is. You're gonna miss a couple times at the gym. It's gonna happen. It is. You're gonna fall a couple times. The important part is that you have the patience with yourself to get back up and keep going. Yes, you relapse. Yes, you messed up. But don't let this lead you into a downward slope where you get worse and worse and worse, even though you tried. That's the worst part, and that's what kills me. I'm passionate about it because that's what happened to me, man. Have patience with yourself, please. You work so fucking hard, and you're just gonna let that go downward slope until it's over? You're just gonna let all the work that you did, you're gonna pour lava over the seeds that you planted. Why would you do that? Have patience. Sometimes things mess up. Sometimes life hits you in the fucking face. So what? Be patient. I mean it. This one is like really heavy with me because I would not have the patience with myself. And I would fuck myself over because I would mess up once and I would let that turn into a downward slope where I keep getting worse and worse and worse. Be consistent. Discipline is everything. The reason I get so worked up in these videos, man, is because I didn't have somebody to tell this to me. I needed somebody to tell this to me, man. Like I said, I didn't have like a dad growing up. I didn't have somebody to teach me big discipline stuff, right? I didn't have this older brother figure either. I was an only child until I got into another household. And then I got 2 younger step-siblings. But the point is, I never had that older role model, disciplined, stoic role model that taught me how to do things. I hope that at least I can be that for someone. That's kind of my goal, honestly. If I can make an influence to somebody when I didn't have it myself, it's kind of what matters to me. So that's why I kind of get worked up about it, because like this isn't fucking common knowledge. It should be, but it's not. Like, not enough people know that discipline is this important. It means everything, man. You're going to the gym. The most important thing is consistency. You have to do this over and over and over and over and over. Yes, you can do all of this. The supplements, the creatine, even the steroids. You take that shit. It doesn't matter if you're not going multiple times a week. You can train fucking 4 hours a day. I mean, it's kind of productive, but 4 hours a day. It doesn't matter how hard you work that day. Results from the gym come with time. There's no way of rushing it. You see these get abs in 15-minute YouTube video. Oh my God, I'm gonna get it in 15 minutes. You're not. You're not gonna get it in 15 minutes. This shit takes time. Good things take time. When you plant a seed, do you think that tree is gonna come out looking like a giant roaring tree tomorrow? No, it's not. That shit takes time. It takes effort. It takes consistency. It takes discipline. That's all I got, man. As Master Roshi said, eat well, sleep well, and train plenty, or something like that, because that's the Turtle Hermit way. I'll see y'all maybe the next upload. Bye bye. Stay safe.